Final project topic is eye cataract glaucoma retina disease classifier. In this project, we are working in a team of three. Mohammad Faramdul Reza is doing PhD in electrical engineering. Pramodini Karvande is doing masters in statistics, and myself Ragini are doing MS in electrical engineering. Eye diseases like cataract, glaucoma, and retina disease are so prevalent in the world and causing a lot of blindness. If we can come up with a predictive model that given an image can predict the condition of the eye, then it would be really effective as it will save a lot of dollars for people who need not visit the specialist. This hopefully will reduce the blindness caused in the world. In this project, we are building a model which should be able to classify, given an image, if the image represents normal eye condition or the cataract eye condition or the glaucoma eye condition or the retina disease. The prior work does exist. In the prior work, classical models are used to build a predictive model. Logistic regression, gradient boosting, random forest, and support vector machines, these are the models being used. In this project, we propose a neural network-based classifier with a better performance. The data set used in this problem is available on Kaggle. There are total 601 images in the data set. Image of the original data sets has a width of 300 pixels and height of 200 pixels. The images per each classes are as shown in the table. And there are certain key challenges in the data set. The very first is less data. There are just 601 images, and these are certainly insufficient for training a neural network. Imbalanced classes. So normal images are 300, whereas other disease images are just hundreds. So this leads to an imbalanced classes. And the images have varying illumination, which can be seen in the next slide. These are some few examples of the training data set. If we look into the data set for cataract, the lighting condition is changing so from high, and that's true for other classes also. So illumination is again another issue in the given data set. To train a model, we are using two-dimensional convolution neural network. The network architecture has 4 hidden layers. 2 of them are convolution neural network layer, and the other 2 are fully connected. 30 nodes and 16 nodes are the nodes used in the fully connected neural network. The training data is divided into training and the validation set in the ratio of 70:30. The images are resized to 150 cross 150 pixels before feeding into the model. Since the images are RGB, we have 3 channels at the input layer. To evaluate the model performance, accuracy, and F1 score are used as performance matrices. The results on the given training data sets are as follows. Test accuracy, overall test accuracy is 89%, although still the model fails to correctly classify for retinal disease. And the F1 score on the validation set is all above 80%. Validating the loss curve per epoch, the model seems to have achieved a stable validation loss between 20 to 40 epochs, and later on it fluctuates highly. Results comparison. So comparing the results with the baseline model was implemented using 4 different models, and the highest accuracy on the validation set was achieved using gradient boosting, which was 64.6%. In our proposed model, we have achieved an accuracy of 89% on the validation set. This accuracy is 30% higher than proposed model in the initial round of submission. The difference in the two is that we have come up with a regularization technique using L2 and also have tuned the regularization factor to achieve 89% validation accuracy. There are still the scope of improvements in the existing model by doing several iterations to avoid overfitting, and also adding the additional data would suffice that because we have very less data here. Maybe the data augmentation techniques like AE and GN can help to generate more data. We do not think hyperparameter tuning should be considered as a significant step in improving the performance of the existing model. This ends the slide. Thank you.